Hello and welcome to How's Your Heart podcast. Igama lam ndinguLindo Kuhle. It is Lindo for short. Welcome to yet another episode. Welcome, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me in the last episode. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much to the new people that are joining the family. Thank you so much. And today, what's been on my heart is just answering another question that I've been asked for probably every time I go out. I am asked this question: why do I not drink? And it's really a simple answer why I don't drink, but I think there is another added element that I will share on the podcast that I've probably not shared with people before. But the simple answer is I just hate having a hangover. I just hate hangovers, and that's the reason why I stopped drinking. Hangovers were enough for me to just say, no, I can't do this anymore. So I also think it's also because I started drinking very early. In first year, I think I think first day of university was when I went back wild. It was in first year. And throughout, I think after the first semester, that's when things started getting serious because I had a sub and by God's grace, I passed that sub. And had I not passed that sub, I would have had to move to another degree, which was become finance. So I think after first semester, I realized that this was getting serious because there were some people that were moved to become finance. But even though I knew that this was becoming serious, school was becoming serious, I really didn't stop. And I started having friends that were not in the same university that I was at. So I started spending my weekends with them more. I remember there was one day, there was, well, I think almost every time I would wake up and tell my friends, I am not drinking anymore. I'm not drinking anymore because I want everyone to be quiet. I didn't want noise. I I had a terrible headache the next day after I had um, drank. So I think what this was the final straw. I obviously I would spend so much time with them, and particularly this time I was writing exams. I wrote my exams, finished, went to stay with them, and I had a sub. Statistics, again, another math module. Statistics, I had to write the sub, and I decided I'm not going to write the sub. I am going to repeat it the next year. And there was no guarantee that the next year I would pass, but I was not in a position to go write that sub. So I basically just carried that module the next day in my second year. And then I started realizing, okay, no, this is not it. I woke up on the 1st of January 2024, 2014, so 10 years ago, actually. 1st of January 2014, I said, never again. And mind you, my friends and I had a case, half a case of bottle waiting for us because we had been drinking for New Year's and we didn't finish the case that we bought and the bottle that we bought. We left it at the place that we were at, and we had to go there and finish because we couldn't take it home. But told my friends, this is the last. This is the last of it. I'm never doing this again. And I still went out with them, but I never drank again. My 21st, though, I did have champagne on my 21st. probably maybe 2 years or 2 years, yeah, 2 years after I decided to stop drinking. And from then, I never really had alcohol. And you know what? I don't think I was like bordering being an alcoholic, but I think it really helped me to not be drinking at that time, because a lot of things happened that would have really jeopardized my schooling and my studies had I been drinking, and I probably would not have really achieved the things that, or like, yeah, gotten through university and being able to be where I am had I continued drinking. The other part of drinking is that, being coming from community that I grew up um in the village where drinking is just normal. On weekends people drink, but you see the impact that it has on people's lives. You see the impact that it has on the community, where people don't work, but suddenly on Saturday they do have money for alcohol. I've seen it destroy people's family, destroy some of my uncles, where just if they would just put down the bottle, they would be able to achieve so much more with their lives. And for me, I kind of started thinking about the the impact, if it was generational or something that runs in the family. I was so grateful and thankful that I actually stopped, so that I could not pass it on to my kids as well, because I think maybe other people that grew up in different settings, they've had a healthy relationship with alcohol, where they were introduced by their parents, or it's healthy for people to just have one glass of wine. But I think where I come from, alcohol is abused. Kind of made that decision. I made it from a point of, I don't want to carry this on in my family, because I've seen the negative impacts that it has on different families, and sometimes my family as well. Where, when you look at someone and you're like, oh, if only you would just stop this one thing, maybe for a certain period, then you'd actually see how much potential you have. So that's really why I don't drink. And as I said in the last video, I am very susceptible to addiction. I think whenever I do something, I want to do it right. I want to go all the way. So I think if I was like someone that drinks, I would probably be going out every night, because I do enjoy going out. I'll probably, not every night, like going out every weekend. I'll probably be having a glass of, like, I'll do it properly, because when I do things, I like to do them properly. So that is the reason why I don't drink. And I love, all people always ask me this. Oh, so how do you feel now being around people that do drink? I have no reservations for people that do drink. I'm the one that says shots, 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 shots for everyone. I remember actually with my colleagues when I was doing articles and we were traveling, and they knew that I don't drink, so they asked the bartender, they were having shots. They asked the bartender to like pour tonic water on my glass, and I think that was the most, like, that was the cutest thing. I think I do have a picture of it, so I'll put it up. That was the cutest thing, because they were like just trying to firstly respecting the fact that I don't drink, and trying to make me feel comfortable. I've had people that have literally tried to force me to drink. I've had friends that were like, "Oh, we just thought that it's like for a few times. Why don't you drink? Like, come on, drink." I almost fought with someone, almost fought with someone, And I was sure that I was leaving that place because they were like, if you are here, then you have to drink. And actually thinking about it right now, like that made me so upset because you are old. Like, why are you forcing me to drink, bro? Like, I'm literally telling you that I don't drink. And this was probably years later after I stopped drinking, and you are coming to me like forcing me to drink. And because this is like I was visiting them where they had booked, and you are forcing me. You are literally forcing me to drink. And I was like, my car is outside. I can literally get into my car, go back home. I don't need to be here. I think there was another lady as well there that I think she was on a break, but they forced her to drink, and they were like, well, if she's drinking and we the rule of this house is that you have to drink. And I was like, you know what, that's their decision. If they're not strong enough in their decision, then it has nothing to do with me. So whenever you see people that have made the decision to maybe not drink, not smoke, not do, like, don't be the stumbling block in their path. Don't be the temptation. If someone says they're not drinking or they're not doing, they're like they're letting go of a vice, don't be that person of, oh yeah, like you probably go back. There's nothing more annoying and disrespectful as well to someone trying to better their lives in whatever way and having someone put them down. Or just because you knew me in a certain, at a certain point in my life, and now you are surprised that I don't do that anymore. Let people grow up. Let people grow up. You don't, and they don't need to come to you now when they are going back to that thing, and now you are putting them down. Grow up. Grow up. People, if they have said they stopping something and they go back to it, just support people. And yes, hold them accountable, but don't be hard on people. But anyway, I digress. Um, that that is the reason why I don't drink. It's because of I think prayers mainly, and secondly, just not feeling like it's a vice that I need in order to be entertained. I can still be around people that do drink. I still go out. I still have fun without drinking. And I think a lot of people think maybe it's because, I'm saved, I'm a Christian, maybe that's why I don't drink. But no. I always make this joke sometimes that I think my parents prayed for me so much that maybe they could see the life that I was living, and they prayed for me so much that I started, rejecting alcohol. And I hope you have enjoyed that bit. And thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you to the new people, the people that I don't really even know, but know they're friends of friends. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next one.